Greetings, my fellow dwellers and wastelanders. Today I decided to just make a Fallout video instead of doing what I originally had planned. I originally wanted to make a video about my therapy horror story and how much trouble I've been having with that, but I just ultimately decided that just wasn't a very fun topic to talk about, and I don't want my YouTube channel to become a focus point for that kind of stuff. So I have plans to make a blog about that instead, and so for this video I decided to just share my build process for building Mama Murphy's office. So I decided, well, I was going to make a joke originally in this video that I was seeing Mama Murphy as a therapist in game. I thought that was going to be a really funny joke, but I decided not to talk about the main therapy stuff. But I still wanted to build her office, so this is my build process of that. I have been absolutely obsessed with Fallout since the new show came out. It's my most favorite game of all time, so I don't want to do anything else right now, and I'm honestly not able to do anything else right now. I find myself in a place where I can't do anything unless it's related to Fallout in some way. So like if I'm trying to draw, I can only draw things related to Fallout for some reason. I can only write stuff related to Fallout. It's become a major issue because I'm not able to do anything else, and it's really bled into my videos because I'm trying to make a video here, but I can only make it if it's related to Fallout somehow. So this is me trying to be productive, but I figured no, it's not an entirely bad thing for my channel because writing games is something that I really want to do for a career someday, so it makes sense to play a lot of games. At least that's how I'm thinking of it. And so yeah, I don't know if this is what I'm experiencing right now is what autistic burnout is like, or if I'm experiencing ADHD paralysis, because I've been told I have both things. So maybe I have both issues going on right now, but this is me I'm trying to get out of it or make best use of it as I can and do something rather than nothing. Because I definitely need some kind of job. I need to be building my skills, and that's what my channel is supposed to be about, is building my skills and trying to find some way to handcraft my own job or find some work from home job to build my portfolio or whatever. So I have another video planned out where I want to share all of that kind of stuff for my portfolio I'm trying to build and all that. But for this video I decided to just have a little bit of fun with Fallout and share my build. If you guys want to see any more build videos, for sure let me know. I definitely want to make more Fallout videos. I've been watching a lot of Oxhorn videos non-stop the past couple days now. I've just been consuming all of his Fallout content, so I would definitely love to create my own Fallout content, and I would not complain if my YouTube channel just took off and all I did was Fallout, because I could easily live in this world. As you can see, if you saw my last video, this is actually a lot easier for me to talk about, and I'm not actually reading off of a screen because Fallout is something that I love and I have no trouble talking about that. Yeah, I do apologize about the radio going off on and on throughout this video. I should have turned that off, but I have a habit of where I like to listen to the radio while I'm building stuff, so that might have to be something that I keep in mind going forward if I continue recording my builds, is turn off the radio, because that has been kind of really overstimulating for me in recording, and it's probably very overstimulating to watch, so I apologize about that. I'm still a little new to this. But I do like how the soundtrack of Fallout for some reason sounds like, when it's sped up, it sounds like a epic fantasy soundtrack, and I'm living for it. I found it really fun. So if I just turn off that radio, then we might be able to enjoy the soundtrack of the game a bit more during these builds. I'm also worried I sped it up a bit too much. It's a bit jarring for me. But I didn't want to make the video too long unless people are interested in longer videos. I really don't know what people are interested in. I have no trouble watching long Fallout videos, but some people don't have time for that or don't like to watch long videos. So just let me know what you guys are interested in, and I'll try my best to accommodate and figure out what I like to. It's all this YouTube stuff's just experimenting and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. But these green chairs are from a mod. It just adds some more furniture that accommodates or complements Mama Murphy's chair much more. So looks like she has her own little cohesive furniture set, and I thought it was really cute. I will make a whole list of mods that I currently have, and I also have a very in-depth plan for building up my settlements. So if you guys want to see a whole video series of me building up my settlements, I'll definitely try to do that. And I started this whole sketchbook planning out all of my settlements, where to find all the decorations and all that, so I can definitely share that. It's definitely been a lot of fun. I absolutely love this game. Even all the bugs and tweaks and twerks, it's just part of this charm to me. But yeah, I love collecting all the things across the wasteland, even the junky stuff that you're supposed to scrap. I just love collecting every little thing, like these little potted flowers. There are various potted plants in the game now if you have like extras stuff from the creation kit or whatever it's called. But those don't really have flowers. And I thought that the flowers that you can find around the wasteland super cute.
Mama Murphy, you need the site? It's telling me Mentats will give us the right high for another insight into your destiny.
So it's Mentats this time.
They're good. More of a chem for scientists and tech types. But who's to say old Mama Murphy ain't a closet genius?
Maybe later.
It's always here if you need it.
Mama Murphy.
Got some Mentats for me? See where the site takes us this time?
Here you go.
Ah, that's it. I can feel the site opening up. You're walking into a sea. But it's not water you're afraid of drowning in. It's something invisible, but radiant. It burns everything in it. But no, I can feel them. There's people calling out to something, chanting. They can show you the way, but they're so hard to read. Be careful around them, kid. Don't mind me, kid. The chems are just acting up a bit. I'll be fine, eventually.
Mama Murphy.
Come back later. Need to rest before the site can help you again. I'm alright, kid. Just need to take it easy before using the site. Tired. The site takes a toll on you.
And here I'm trying to find the dialogue that I wanted from Mama Murphy for recording this video, but she wasn't really giving it to me, and I thought if I gave her her drugs, maybe she would give me the dialogue I was looking for, but she didn't, and I kind of hate feeding her the drugs, so I definitely want to do the thing where I convince her to stop taking drugs because I don't want her to die. But later in the video, I actually make her mad by refusing to give her the drugs. So I'll get into that a bit later. But Mama's definitely one of my favorite characters in this game. She, in a way, reminds me of my grandma, but not really, because my grandma wasn't a drug addict. But she's like my grandma in game, so I love her. We love her. We love the site. We love her personality. So that's why I'm dedicating this entire building to her and giving her her own space. Because she deserves it. She deserves to have a nice little house to call her own. A nice little spot where people come by to see her for her visions and all that. And she deserves to have a job in the settlement. In the settlement, I kind of give her a job of... Because the placement of this house is right at the opening of Sanctuary. She's kind of the first person that people come by. She like checks in all of the deliveries from the provisioners, and she kind of, all the new people come by to see her first, and of course everyone in Selma comes to see her regularly, and I like that idea of giving her her own space and dedicated spot within the settlement. This is my first time within this game actually building her own place, because for the longest time I didn't know what to do for her, so I ended up kind of neglecting her because I couldn't make up my mind. But this time around I really want to dedicate the space for her, and I've just been having so much fun with it. And I'm even giving her her own signs and her own, giving her the unique walls from the Stockholm Joe's creation kit thing. And I just like anything that gives me extra walls, extra furniture. I just love collecting all the things to decorate the settlements. It's probably my most favorite thing with the game is collecting the stuff and decorating and really making places look lived in and welcoming and really unique to the characters. I probably have a very unhealthy relationship with some of these characters. Like you'll see later on, I kind of take a break from building to talk to Mama and then Nick, and I just love the personality of all the characters, and I probably have a stronger emotional connection to them than any real people, and that's really sad. But what are we gonna do about it? But yeah, this is absolutely my favorite game, and I would love to make more videos on it, so definitely look forward to more of that coming along. And I also have a mod that allows me to have dog meat and a companion, because that was supposed to be like the original, originally that was supposed to be in the game, so I like having that as an option. Even though dog meat gets in my way a lot, but that's okay. He's a dog. That's what dogs do. My cats do that too. So yeah, I forgot to mention, I gave Mama Murphy's lights the green letters, because I figured with her green chair and her green furniture kind of theme, I figured that was probably her favorite color, so I figured giving her some green lights would really draw attention to her office and really extenuate her personality. And here I'm trying to figure out how to light up these lamps. I didn't realize the conduits had to be so close to the conduit to lights. But then I figured, no, I don't think they actually do have to be that close. I think I just had to pick up the lights and put them back down, but oh well, I got it to work in the end. And I'm also, of course, finishing the rest of her house a bit. I'm trying to give her her own little bedroom, and I'm trying to make things as nice as possible because she deserves a nice space. And I decided to switch the bathroom and the bedroom originally because her bedroom needed more space than the bathroom that they're not even going to use. So I just made it look look like a bathroom that you can use, but of course, you know, in the game they don't actually use unless you have mods that allow them to do that, but I don't need all those mods. I thought I'd give her some decorations, her some candles in the bathtub, because I imagine she likes to, you know, use her cabins and then get a nice candlelit bath. That sounds like a nice evening to me. I just continued trying to decorate as much as I could. I just wanted her space to look really nice. And I also wanted it to look really nice for people coming in to see her. Because it should be nice and welcoming and inviting.
I'm afraid I'm not much use in a fight anymore. But back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy the Mad Woman.
Hey,
Come back for the site? I need Med X this time. Another cam, another window to look through.
you're an addict. You need help.
Oh, not this again. Kid, listen to me. I'm old, even older than you'd think. If the chems are gonna kill me, then I say I've had a good run. We'd have never made it this far without the site. We need it. You need it. It's part of who I am.
Isn't there any way you could use the site without chems?
Let me tell you a story, kid. Once, there was a beautiful young girl with a special power. Used to get in all kinds of crazy adventures. She meets a handsome young boy, but he doesn't like her power. Thinks it makes her a slave to something evil. And so, the power goes away, and it's not there when the girl and the boy need it most. Now the boy's gone and the girl is old. But she has friends, and her power keeps them safe. That's all that matters.
The site isn't worth killing yourself over, Mama Murphy. It doesn't have to define what you are or what you can give.
It's my decision, kid, not yours. Now lay off for a while, will ya?
Hey,
Let me ask
That
you.
Med-X? Fuel for the site?
maybe some other time.
It's always here if you need it.
I'm all ears.
Hey, Valentine.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Hey,
What's the plan? Hey, let me ask you something.
is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Doesn't really matter. I'm here now. I've just got to deal with that.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG. What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard, settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
It always helps, Nick. Thanks, bud. I absolutely love him. He's my favorite companion. I always go with him whenever I play this game. If I don't go with him, I feel like I majorly betraying him. Yeah, for this last bit of the video, I've decided to build up my little storage area. For some reason in this house, I love building a little storage area where I offload all of my food items, so like the meats and the various plants that you can cook with, so that's not clogging up my inventory. And now that I made Mama Murphy mad because I refused to give her drugs, I'm pretending that she's hoarding all the food in the settlement. So I just thought that'd be a fun little thing to pretend. And yeah, it was in this video that I finally learned how to use the or change the rotation of the items when you go to place them. I never realized you could do that, and that has made my life so much easier now for placing items. But yeah, sometimes I like to do this. I love just hoarding all items in the game and decorating with them. And it's a really weird concept because who in the real world likes to hoard random stuff? Well, certain people do, I guess. But everything in this game I just love, so that's what this room is. It's kind of where I just kind of store everything, and I want to display all the boxed goods and almost make it like a little store almost, but it's more like the storage of the settlement where they keep all their food. And for life of me, I could not get this Brahmin meat to fit anywhere on these shelves. They're just way too big, and eventually I give up and throw them in the fridge, which makes sense because all the meat should be in the fridge and refrigerated to keep fresh. I did, however, forget to add in a cooking station somewhere in this build, so I'll probably have to add that next time I load up the game, which will probably be tonight, after recording this. Because it makes a lot of sense that having all the ingredients for cooking in here, that the cooking station should be somewhere around this build, so you're not going far carrying all those ingredients across the settlement. And also, Mom Murphy should have some way to cook herself food. But yeah, I'm super excited with how this build is coming along. And I love how Mama looks behind her desk. She looks very official. Even though some people would say we should not give her an official spot, or official job or authority. But this is the wasteland, so who cares? She's gonna be my kind of my main manager of the settlement. I guess that kind of speaks to my character, doesn't it? But we love her, so oh well. But yeah, this is just me painstakingly placing these items. I did want to make a joke in this game in this video that I've been so desperate for a job that I'm stocking shelves in a video game now, and it's as realistic as life because you can easily knock the items down, and it makes me want to cry. Yeah. That is a bit of a problem, isn't it? But yeah, in this gameplay, this round, I really like to focus on the men and the railroad. I like to build up my settlements, and for this in particular, I have a lot of plans for building up the different settlements and which settlements will specialize in what. So which ones are specializing being farms and which ones are specializing being trading posts. I have a whole map planned out in my sketchbook that I can share later on. And I even have plans of downloading mods that add a few more settlements, and one of them adds settlements at every single red rocket station. So I have plans on making every single red rocket station in the game a minimum outpost or checkpoint, and I kind of want to pretend that the synths that are escaping from the settlement are going through these different checkpoints to get to safety, and the men are really aiding them in that to help them get to a certain settlement safely. And I like the idea of having all these different outposts set up to create safety within the wastelands, so that even when I'm out and about, if I'm getting attacked, you know, I have plenty of Minutemen to help me in the different areas I go to. And according to my map plan, I'll have pretty much the entire map of the Commonwealth covered for settlements and Minutemen and provisioners patrolling the streets. So I'm really excited to build up this plan, and I'm really hoping to record it as well. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, just let me know. I'll probably record it anyway, just because I like doing that. But yeah, I'm super excited to plan this out. I'm planning on making the Starlight Drive in a full-on movie theater. So I'm going to get the videos of the Wasteland mod, and I absolutely love that mod. So the different settlements are going to be really unique and specialize in different things, so that they're all not just boring farms. I even have a mod that allows me to name my settlers, so that, you know, they're not just called settler all the time. It really adds personality and makes it to where, you know, I can almost build relationships with these different settlers, and each settlement has, you know, unique people in them. I really want to make that a point, is we're rebuilding the world, and the settlers are unique people. They're not just, you know, robots or just coded blank face whatever you call it, you know, they're actual people. They have names, they have unique capabilities and unique you know, talents. So I really want to try to make use of mods to make that a thing and to make my settlements really unique and awesome. So I look forward to sharing more of that. I also have plans to install another mod that brings children sellers to the game, and that's because, you know, our main character loses her son in the end, spoiler alert, and so she kind of becomes the mother of all these orphans across the wasteland, and I just think that's a really sweet kind of homage to my character. And I like the idea of having, you know, more diversity in my sellers, not just by skin tone or gender, but also by you know, by age. It makes sense to have more children within around the Commonwealth, and, you know, I like the idea of I'm making the Commonwealth a more safe place, so people are feeling more safe to provide offspring and have babies, and so the Commonwealth is becoming more populated, and it's becoming a more happier place with smiling children and playing children playing and whatnot. So definitely look forward to building with that as well. And yeah, there's all kinds of different stuff that I want to do with these builds. There's one mod that allows me to build a settlement at thick excavations, and that allows me to make mines, so like you mine concrete mostly. So I definitely want to do more of that, and there's just so much more to come with this series, and I hope you guys look forward to seeing more as much as I look forward to making more. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Matane.